Hey, good morning, everybody. Come on in the house. Come on in here for a minute. I think I got these wrong pictures going on. Hey. Sorry I didn't notify nobody that I was going live. Really, I'm sorry about that. Sorry, Charlie. Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry about that. I didn't tell nobody I was going live. Because, you know, YouTube been tripping lately. I feel like if I'm not getting all of my notifications, everybody else ain't getting theirs either. You know, YouTube been tripping. Every so often they do this kind of things and stuff and things. So I'm going to give it time for my normal here to get into the how. If not, then they can catch me on the rebound. Because I feel like I've been gone a long time, but actually it's only been one day. I really do feel like that. But okay, let's get to talking. So y'all know what was going on with me with my stuff over here. And I finally got it hooked up, but what took so long yesterday, where I live at, Comcast and Affinity is together, like Direct and AT&T was together. So when the guy got here, he couldn't hook up my internet. So he said, well, if they let me do it right now while you're here on the phone, because you usually got to make an appointment, go ahead and get it all done. So the appointment was from 7:30, 8:30. He actually got here at 7:30. He didn't get done until almost 10 because it took a while for the whole cable. The whole thing just changed around. So one more thing to do. Next, I want to do, you know, a different gadget or whatever the case may be. So a little bit been going on that I would have came over and talk about it. I'm still going to talk about it. And guess what, y'all? Guess what? I'm on the wrong gadget. I didn't mean to come on this gadget. I'm on the wrong gadget, but that's okay. I'm going to talk on it for a little bit. Okay. And I don't know who's live or not, but I'm not going to stay long. But I did catch Philly Boy's cleanup yesterday. So I'm going to speak on that too. Okay. Philly Boy was speaking on the fact that everybody know that Nicola Tyler is back. Now, he have a history with her. He told the history of her saying that about him and his cancer, which is absolutely true. When he said that, I said, damn, she sure did do that. But what popped in my mind was how when she got mad, when she said Olivia was trying to take her place, when we were trying to do women's empowerment, she didn't want to talk about nothing positive. So while we were live, she went over there and did her own live while we were live. You know, that was shady right there. Then somehow she ended up making up and doing a truce over there with Sean Bradley, you know, stabbing us all in the back. And she started talking about us bad luck, y'all. She started talking about us like a dog. She said we had to take pictures of our vaginas to be in TSCC. She said stuff way worse than that. And that's during the time she was standing in that kitchen with her beer. Before that, y'all, she had a grill. She had a bottom grill. People talked about that so much, the lady stopped wearing her grill. When nobody would have made me stop doing nothing about myself, like the way people talk about me and my bonnets lately and my wigs. I would never stop doing that. But anyway, so we all have a history of her too. She's not just peaches and cream and how you say that, how the other people say that, puppy and spice and everything nice. No, she's not. and for her to come back with the mess right away. Now, by me listening to the cleanup, making me think, was she pulling out that anyway? You know, was some of this a show to make her come back? I don't know. But let me have a sip with y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Now, like I said, I didn't mean to come on this gadget. And y'all say y'all can still see me when I freeze. I'm on the wrong gadget and look like I'm froze. When I realized I'm on this gadget, I'm gonna switch over. And I said, no, I'm not gonna switch over. I'm just gonna stay here. But anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody and all bodies. Oh, you know what, y'all, that first shot always get you. The first shot, anyway, y'all know the rest. But anyway, so when he was saying that yesterday, I said, oh my God, she did stuff, y'all, and said stuff way worse than what Stanky Baby then was over there doing about the same. And that's about the time, did a little bit of that, she turned her back on Tracy. And the reason why she turned her back on Tracy is because they called her for the show. She said Tracy is mad because they didn't call her for the show. And she thought she was going where the grass was greener, but she didn't know at the time, and we really didn't know all the way at the time, that they was using her for the laughing stock. See, each time they did a show somewhere, they had somebody they used for the laughing stock. You know, the next one was Jay Dunn. The next one was going to be Rico. You know what I'm saying? They got to have somebody to make in front of her. So they was talking about how short and fat she was, but someone said she looked really nice though. Dressed all up in that church outfit she had on, that black and stuff, you know. But anyway, y'all, so he was talking about that. I said, oh, okay, yeah, she did do that. She really did come on and do. And then she's running around here talking about the reason why women don't have men, because the gay men take all our men. And I think she was saying that because allegedly, but she said she didn't say it, but this rumor was going around then. Allegedly, her husband left her for a gay man. That's why she became so homophobic. That's what I hear. That's the rumor that was going around back then. And that's why. Then she went further to say, with the subject came up about everybody having somebody in their family gay. She the only one I ever saw in my whole life that I know of that don't have absolutely nobody in the family gay. No cousin, no sister, no brother, no third, fourth, fifth cousin, no God, sister, brothers, or whatever, auntie, uncle. Absolutely nobody. Come on now. That's what she said. But yeah, she was upset because, and she gonna say she didn't say it, but she had gave the whole story of how a gay man took her husband. Now, these days, she said she didn't do it. It's really right. We was all sending prayers and all like that. But I think most of us did that because with me personally, when somebody ill, I don't want to wish nothing bad on her, and I get it, and he don't either. I get all that. But yeah, we was doing all that, you know, whether we meant it or not. I guess we just didn't want to see nobody suffer. Then the COVID was new to us and all this, and we was thinking, oh my God, she got the COVID, oh my God, she got the shots and all this, you know, and all this. I went over there and he was dropping her chat and told her, I hope you get well, you know, back then, which I did. Want to see her get well, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, so when he did that cleanup yesterday, it made me think about all that she was doing to us, and Shirley and I think it was Cynthia, or I don't know which one it was trying to talk to her and tell her that it wasn't like the way she's thinking about us, but she absolutely thought she'd moved somewhere with the grass was greener and turned her back on us and called us all kind of names. And I said to myself, well, we got to take a picture of our vagina. How did you join? If that's the case, let me get my water. How did you join? So y'all, let's see the cleanup. Look at the cleanup from yesterday. Was everything Billy Boy said was absolutely true. But we all have different stories. Like my stories, like I said, like I just explained. Oh, they got to go take pictures of their vagina. Oh, but she told way more lies than that, though. So let me move on to the next thing, y'all. Good morning, Deanna. I didn't pray for her against her. I didn't pray for, or yeah, Deanna. But I did get on my thing and said I was leaving. I did though. I'm, praying for her to get well and stuff. We didn't really. Well, I guess we knew the extent of the COVID, and we was thinking, well, people was dying from. But everybody was, I don't know. But anyway, that's the way that went. So that's one thing. Now, I had listened to also to Tracy the night before, yesterday, before I had to, wait and get my internet put together. This GX guy, he was on there giving all kind of Bible scripts. Is he a pastor or something? What's up with that dude? He was reading Romans 1:27, men. How did that go? The man shouldn't lie with men. Shouldn't lie with a man. It's not natural. He was doing Leviticus 18:22. Man should lie with a man, with another man, at the same way he would lie with a woman. Is abomination. And in the meantime, Tracy's been very careful not to say nothing, because of Jay Wilson. But people twist up the way they're going to twist it. He said the act, or it's an act or offense against blasphemy, is an act or offense against God. So he went all up into all those scriptures and stuff. I said, this man is really, really homophobic. When I first saw him, I didn't know he was homophobic like that. And for some reason, he mentioned tons of scriptures that day. Because he said he felt like Jay Wilson was trying to twist something to fit his narrative. But I also did a live the day before that, asking Jay Wilson, are you all the way comfortable with yourself? Because for some reason you feel like you needed to explain your lifestyle to this man. I always also ask that question too. So I thought that was really weird. I did. That was really weird. So is he a pastor, y'all? I'm just wondering, because that man, because it brought me back to that night he was on Jay Wilson panel the first time I saw him. He was kind of speaking along those lines as well too. But for Jay Wilson to let that man on his panel going at him like that, and I guess he was trying to have a decent conversation, but the man wouldn't let him talk. You really didn't know nothing what nobody's doing. That's why I said that's the first time Libya didn't start something with somebody, as far as I can see. Girl, let me turn on this air in here. Oh, Lord. Yesterday, y'all, the swear was probably about 110, 115 degrees out here in Sacktown. It was hot as hell. It's going to be another hot as hell today here in Sacktown, Cali. So that's one thing. Who else I was watching? Moved around, because I wanted to come on here so bad yesterday, and I had so much to talk about yesterday, but I didn't come on and talk about it. And to you, Kwani, you want to know why I got my tag on my bonnets? Let me get in and show you why. I explained it to you why. I thought I explained it once before. I got to explain it. Now, I don't have to explain it, but I mentioned it once before. The tag is Deanna's logo. We'll let y'all understand it. That's just like you see youngsters buying shoes and hats and stuff. They had that tag on there. I guess that was the style for them, because I used to wonder why those children or young men, young ladies, whatever, had that. Now, one side said questions. Y'all notice when I got a lot of questions, and I might switch over too while I'm on here. I would put my tag on. So let me show y'all this. But no, I'm gonna switch over because y'all said y'all can see me. So I don't need to switch over. See, I don't need to switch over. But I'm gonna show you right now. Kwani was asking a question of me. Let me answer this. Now, but let me show y'all. I hope y'all can see this, because somebody said y'all still can. Because this, yeah, I'm on the wrong gadget. I'm thinking maybe I should move over. I can tell on here. Let me see. Let me see something here. I say, wow, that is weird. That is weird. So the tag on one side say we got questions. Okay. Now, normally when I don't know something, I want to know something, I'll ask y'all. I'll tell y'all I got questions. The other side is a brand, WGQ. That's what it is. What's wrong with that? That's what it is. And I'm looking down because I'm reading y'all on my other gadget. Because I am on the wrong gadget. So that's why, Kwani, if you really need to know, that's why. And anybody know that that's what that is. You don't really supposed to pull it off. And I know you ain't a little crazy or whatever. Normally I tuck it under, but if I need to come on here and ask a bunch of questions, that's what I do. And I will not be pulling it off. Okay? Yeah, I got, Michelle, and let me speak to y'all. I got a lot of different reading glasses because I got a bad habit of laying my real glasses down. So I don't really take them out with me. So I'm always buying a lot of Dollar Tree reading glasses because at home I even accidentally lay them around. And the colors, I don't mean I'll be trying to get colors to match anything. It just turns out that way. So that's what it is. So today, I said, well, I ain't put on my purple moo in a while. Oh, which I got a purple bonnet. I should put that on. I said, okay, let me put these purple glasses on. I saw my purple glasses. I decided to put them on. But that's why Kwani and somebody else wanted to know too. I got this on here. Now, if y'all understand that, I don't have to tell you, but I got questions. I got questions. So it's not like a price tag kind of situation, like maybe you thinking and don't know no better. That's not what it is. But anyway, let me speak to some of y'all. I'm looking down at my other one gadget. Shantastic Thrill, Michelle A, Ray Black, Just Nat, Faith Yaya, Deanna, the Mean Girl, Leslie, welcome, MJ, AK, Storm Chaser. They were saying the legend Nicole's husband had also told her she had no more walls and he wanted a man. Yeah, he wanted, you know what, Storm Chaser, you was around. Yeah, it was a lot going on back there. So I was kind of glad that Pretty Boy brought up some history because she did come back doing the most. Is she trying to build her channel back up? Or are you clout chasing? What are you doing, Nicole? Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't mad at you, but I'm going to tell the truth of how fake and phony you used to be back there. Now you came back doing the same thing. Ain't nobody forgot all of this. You was saying worse than stuff than Stanky Baby and Tracy D over there, as far as I'm concerned. Nah, I ain't mad at Tracy D either. I'm just saying what it was back then. It was what it was. You turned. That was your MO to turn on any and everybody that may have your back. Whenever you thought the numbers was better somewhere or the grass was greener, you ran over there. That's what you did, okay? Now, let me move on to Tita Talks. I don't know for the life of me why somebody would call a CPS on that lady. Miss Pizarro talked about it too on her channel yesterday. Yeah, I was in the bushes. You know, I'm always in the bushes somewhere. And I saw that video that day. I saw her getting her baby. Now, when she drive to mother house, I'm thinking they cross the road or down the way. It's just a 2-minute drive. She just go down the way because she with her mother-in-law. And I like watching her. I think she got a beautiful mother. The baby is beautiful, a little Melody. And she has a little tube feeder thing. But she set the baby in the car. And I remember thinking that in California, it's mandatory to have a car seat, even if you're just going to half a block. But then I didn't really think nothing of it. I'm thinking, lady going down the street, her mother. I'm just watching. She stopped there. She knocked on the door with her and her baby went to the swimming pool. She sat by the pool. She dangling her feet. But I was scared, though. But she had the baby, though. The baby feet was in the water. And to me, wasn't nothing really wrong with that either. I'm just saying I remember that particular video. They talking about the reason why somebody called. It was just a few days ago. But then I started thinking, well, she knows how to swim. And I hear that's what you do with a baby. You get them used to water when they're young. I bet you that little baby be swimming pretty soon here. Soon as she can when the feeding tube not there no more. Because that's how you start teaching. But I just knew in my spirit somebody was going to start some mess with that lady. Because when she sat in the car, I was thinking too, wow, the baby can sit up straight. Oh, they just going, her mother very close, or do it just look like that on YouTube? Do she edit something out and just seem like you were the time is close together? Well, I don't know. It turned out the next day I watched YouTube, which was yesterday, I was right. Showing up some dirty person called the CPS on this lady. That lady take care of her grandbaby. I mean, just as good as any grandmother would take care of her grandbaby. That lady loves her grandbaby. That was dirty. Now, I watched her this morning a little bit to see do she have an idea who it was. Now, if they said that on Miss Pizarro's, you know how sometimes, you know, when you watching something, you got to stop for a minute, run, do something. I don't know if they did or not. Jay Dunn had got up there, was saying she had just talked to her something, whatever, and she said she could speak about it, you know, on her platform. But she spoke a little bit about it over there on Pizarro's yesterday. But y'all, that was dirty. But that was the first thing went to my mind when she set that little baby in that car. And the little girl sat up there nice and straight. They went down the street for a minute or two, got off, went to the pool, and it wasn't nothing to it. So even her, my point is, I don't ever really see her. I see her got into, you know, a few people in here, you know, with somebody, you know, who else I watch and have a strong YouTube show with, but so I will get in it because I do watch it sometimes. But other than that, for them, I would have never thought nobody would call CPS on her. That's kind of weird. I expect someone to speak to some more bodies in here. Hey, living my best life. Clyde hiding under her bed because she's CO. How you keep changing that name every day? Hey, Tracy's World. How you keep changing that name? So, I don't know. Y'all people just do too much on here. But that did cross my mind though. Well, maybe the rules is not as strict out here because even my grandbaby 9 years old and she still have a booster seat because she's kind of small. You know how you got to be a certain height, you have to be in the booster seat. It's still in the back seat. She's not real tall or anything like that. So that's the first thing went to my mind. And I wasn't really thinking CPS, but I remember thinking in my mind, oh, well, she in the back, look like she in a country part, it's a little road, she just go right down the street. So some dirty person, and I don't know right now, like I said, I was trying to watch a little bit of it this morning because y'all be coming on like about 4 or 5 o'clock my time. I be sleeping, seem like every time I wake up, Deanna and Lady Nika, somebody been on, then I have to be catching their replays later on. But y'all be coming on about 5 o'clock in the morning. So that's another subject I want to come on here and talk about real fast. That's disgusting. Miss Tita takes it. Exactly, Miss Toby. I'm trying to figure out who disliked her that much because most of the time, not most, all the time, she's in her kitchen. She stays in that kitchen cooking. She stays going over there doing something other. Then if I catch her at night, sometimes she's driving the Uber. However, I saw her get into it with 2 people here. Both of them in my chat. You know, so I'm not gonna say on it. Other than that, I don't think she go out there. I don't know. I ain't never saw her really just starting that. But it's just crazy how somebody did that. I would like to know who did it. Did anybody find out? Because like I said, I just, you know, missing bits and pieces over there. But I was trying to watch this morning. But she don't care. But today she don't have a grandbaby. She said the baby's with the other grandmother. First thing I thought about, is it because of them calling the CPS? And then again, I know her daughter knows she ain't done nothing wrong to her grandbaby. Maybe she just finished the day with her grandmother and she with some other child or there with her because she is a nanny. And if she was a horrible nanny, people would be having her keeping their kids because Stanky Baby said that Tracy D back in the day wanted to call CPS on her about other people's kids being on the YouTube with her when she go over there and nanny them at their house. So when Stanky Baby said that, I'm thinking she got something to do with that. For her even to say that, it had nothing to do with her grandbaby back then. The little baby wasn't even born then. She said Tracy D wanted to call the CPS on her back then. So I think Stanky Baby, I think you got something to do with this. It is what it is. Yeah, I think that. Oh, Lord, I have some water because I'm talking. Yeah, Tracy D wanted to call back in the day. I didn't even know you still watch her. I didn't know that Tracy D even watched her back in the day until you said that. Because it just don't seem like nobody that Stanky Baby or Tracy would want to have watched back then because they think they're better than everybody, meaning that they think it in their minds a small YouTuber or ain't nobody watching you. They don't watch. You ain't this, you ain't that kind of situation. Good morning, Shirley. You know, exactly, mean girl. So I'm saying, Stanky, that probably was you and her both. But since you and Tracy D ain't friends no more, you want to just say was her the only one wanted to call CPS? No, when you said that, I said, uh-oh, she got something to do with this. Because wasn't nobody else tripping about how the lady in the box taking the bath. in the sink. Women been doing that for 10 years. Give that baby a bath in the sink. And the thing she had in the sink is new to me. It wasn't around back then when I was bathing my kids. She had some kind of a foam thing she set in the sink and set the baby in it, and it made it be like a cushion. First, I thought they was talking about because the little girl was trying to grab at the faucet, but she moved everything out the way. So she made sure she was completely safe. And she even said herself, the baby getting too big for the sink, but that's what we all did. And from there, they'll move to the bathtub, but they got big bathtubs for kids, and you can sit inside a regular bathtub. I ain't see nothing wrong with that either. That's just the old-fashioned way people would put little babies in the sink, and I'm glad they got that cushion thing these days. My first time seeing something like that. So that's another thing I want to discuss. We can discuss some things and stuff as if y'all want to. Good morning, the hood table. You're right, Blessed Walker. Even on TV shows and movies, they still give babies a bath in the sink. Exactly. So what's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's somebody that ain't got a life or just mean and downright evil, just want something to do. Whoever did that, y'all some low down dirty snakes. Some stinking ass snake in the grass be arches. Simple as that. Because I would have called CPS and that lady for that. That lady take care of her grandbabies. Her grandchild, she loved her children. She told her whole testimony. You know, God gave her a second chance in life. She talked about, she very transparent about the drugs and everything that's going on with her. So I'm only talking about it because that was low down and dirty. I think that if me and her had a problem, I wouldn't be calling. And they said the CTS went to the daughter's house. That's a shame. That's a shame. Now, the Bay situation is kind of old. He was upset about something. I ain't gonna mention that. That's a few days old. See, by me not coming on here and talking like I want to make my news seem like it's old, but this just a day old. I just missed yesterday. Seem like when I missed a day on here, y'all seem like I've been gone forever. I've been gone forever. Tita keeps to us. She does, Mac 3. She's a family woman. Whenever you watch her, she's always in the kitchen cooking, and she got a teenage son she's raising over there. You know, he's a very spoiled boy, but why should she spoil her baby? And I think that's her only son. But anyway, so that's it for that. So let me recap. This GX man, is he a pastor or something? He was over there quoting all of them scriptures. And everybody know, we all grew up like that, you know, about how GX was explaining the scriptures and man should name a man. But see, that's between God and that person. And that it is what it is. Who are we to judge? So, especially if you're raised in a Kojic church, you heard that all your life. I'm assuming Jay Wilson was raised like that because to me, and I'm going to say it again, I don't feel like he's all the way comfortable with himself. That's why I posed the question, why he hadn't did that, which it came out, and even then you still didn't come out. You came on saying you were bi, but that's neither here nor there. I just feel like you didn't need to explain them to GX. Jay Wilson, you didn't need to explain your lifestyle to him. That's him with the problem, not you. That's him with the problem. It is what it is. Now, what else is going on? I should have put this on. I got questions, so that's what it's about, Kwani. I got questions, okay? GQ merch. It's not a price tag, it's not whatever. So it's gonna keep looking crazy when I decide I want to have some questions. It doesn't matter. Good morning, Looking Glass. And girl, let me tell y'all something. Deidre, aka Class Culture, or Deirdre, Class Culture. Her nickname on here is Dee Dee Luke Luke. She's been having pretty good lives over there too. I don't know if that was a premiere that her and Raw did the other day, but I was over there in the bushes with my binoculars on, of course. You know how I like to throw the binoculars on and hide in the bushes. Whew. If y'all haven't been watching Dee Dee, go over there and watch. And that's what I like about her. When she got her nickname Dee Dee Luke Luke, she just started tripping. Like some people think that, oh, they call me that, they call me that. You know, some people that don't got no sense of humor or whatever the case may be. Oh, Lord, but they've been busy, huh, Raw? Now, that's another thing. We don't really even see Raw get into with nobody over here. But evidently something went down I don't know the full story of why it's going like that, but something that went down. So I've been having the pleasure of watching that as well. I caught myself sharing that last one, but I forgot to go back over and finish watching it. Because I did, like I said, this man stayed in here a long time yesterday, getting this stuff together. How about a long time? Oh, y'all hit the lights. Don't come behind me. Okay. Yeah. Don't come behind me if you don't want to be in the film. Yeah. I don't even know if they can see you in the front. Don't come behind me. Okay. But anyway, back to what I'm saying. So they've been doing that thing over there. All the other little stuff that's going on with them other folks. Y'all know I don't fool with them anyway over there. Never have, never will. Good morning, Miss Philadelphia. And, you know, whenever I say I'm done with somebody, they're in the category, I'm so done with them. I don't even want to argue. I don't want to beef. I want to do nothing. Done. Because if I mention, go back and forth with you, then I must kind of like you a little bit. You know? So that's what that is. Now, how long I've been on? Oh, Lord, I ain't even been on here that long. And I'm squeeze everything in I want to talk about. So if anybody else got anything else they want to say, they can start throwing it in the chat. Well, so basically, that's what it's been. So I got a lot of surfing around to do. Thank you, Lady Nika. Support, bless, what? Support, bless, if inclined, via Super Chat or Cash App. Walk-ins, bless 56. Thank you. So, y'all hit them likes, okay? Now, somebody else is giving me cues of buying likes. Now, I ain't gonna mention I'm watching for a little bit more. They really don't have nobody in the chat at the time when they live, but they've been having 700 or 800, not likes, people that viewed the thing. But live, it'll be no more 3 or 5. But then when the show is over, they have 800 people that viewed it. So I hope nobody mess with this person. The more I watch it, I'll probably mention it tomorrow. I hope that's not what's going on. People are just dirty, but that's people that ain't got no life though, y'all. I don't really understand that. Those people that really don't have a life. Why would you even think about even doing stuff like that? Oh, Lord, thank God for my life every day. I really do. So let me see now. So I covered that. I think Stanky Baby got something to do with that CPS for her to even mention something that happened. Tracy D wanted to call back in the day. I really do. If she hadn't said that, I would have been there. Oh, this part sounded really stupid. That when the baby was being took out the sink, her little body was exposed. Well, when you get a baby out of the sink and wrap the sink, but the truth that is perfect on here, don't probably look at the baby's body, but that was just the weirdest thing when they first trying to figure out why somebody did that. Oh, when she took out the sink, you can see the baby's body. What? So after that was said, and whatever other reason, I went for the reason why they did because of the car seat situation. I'm thinking, okay, so that's what it was. That's what it was. But other than that, y'all, I really don't have nothing else to say. Now, I'm not tired of dropping no link. I'll do that later on because I'm thinking about this other gadget. You know, that I should have came. When I saw that I made a mistake and didn't want to come on this gadget, I should have just closed it out and came back on that other gadget. Raw Black say, I believe some people wake in the morning to see what kind of hell they can put in others. That's what it seems like, Raw. They're very unhappy and they don't want nobody else to be happy. I mean, it is what it is. That's the way I see it as well. See, it was something I was trying to look at up there. Let me see. Oh, there you go. Let me see if that's it. Kiki, baby, keep doing your thing. And I only can suggest to you certain things, but I'm gonna suggest that to you live and then off live. That other person that wants to keep going back and forth with you, I understand that you feel like the need to say something back, but it's gonna be a never-ending situation. Okay, and then y'all remember the other day I was telling y'all I was glad to see Religious Wink TV. And I went over there to watch her. And at first I thought maybe she was questioning why I shouted out. And I thought I said it because I hadn't seen her in a while. And I was really glad to see her because I used to be over there in the bushes or sometimes drop down the chat. So she did a live that day, y'all. Go on and watch it. She talked about a lot of history over there. She really did. She talked about a lot of history over there. And if y'all want a good old-fashioned Bible study, want to go give her a gander or two. Seriously. I did that because I was happy to see her. And me and her was going to do a show. She was right. I had hit up and told her I would like to do a Bible study with her one of these Sundays, and I still feel that way. So I hit her up again and tell her that. I would like to. I think she's awesome. She's not one of the old-fashioned kind of persons in the Bible, nothing. And she speak her mind. She's not a pushover or anything like that. She just loves the Lord. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Good morning, Miss Lady. She just loved the Lord. But this black sector, y'all, I keep hearing people saying that somebody got swatted. Now, I'm assuming swatted means somebody sent a SWAT team to your house. Am I right? Is that what that means? Ooh, black sector, I don't know, y'all. I sure ain't got no beef with y'all, none of that, but I don't want to get into it with y'all. And what somebody could possibly say to send somebody to your house? I'm assuming that's what swatted means. I don't know. Fifi said, yes, are you answering me? Is that what swatted means? And y'all, when I watched the cleanup the other day, oh my God, that avatar Spitty Boy had a, who was that was supposed to be with them teethers like that? And then you had ZT on there, and Miss ZT, we ain't been having no problem. So somebody say he might end up turning on me too much, but I don't know, I don't think so. You know, we ain't been having no problem. But who was that on there? Wow, Fifi, that's crazy. What could they possibly say? See, that's a little bit too much. I thought the beef sector over here be doing some stuff. But from what I hear, the CPS and all like this, y'all got some pictures I want to show y'all so bad of Messy Sexy. But since she's back and she's bitter with everybody, she might want to get on here and do some little flagging and stuff herself because she's been took down so many times. But I got these pictures of when I guess she called herself a Playboy bunny back then the day. And she got her little outfits on. Oh, y'all, I want to show y'all so bad. Now, listen, gotta be putting up stuff like that, but y'all should see her. Messy Sexy. And she was hella mad when the wrench stole her, when the wrench stole her name, Messy Sexy. I thought, well, what she called herself? What did she call herself? It wasn't Messy Sexy. I started calling it Messy Sexy. What was that she called herself when it got stolen? But I'm looking at it now. I sure wish I could show y'all, but I ain't gonna go there. Because I'm not talking in favor of her right now. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't gonna like what I'm saying, but I'm only telling the truth. The lady did do everything Spitty Boy said. The lady did say we had to take pictures of our vaginas and stuff. She did say all that. That's right, Sexy Clean. But I called her Messy Sexy. We all messy, but this lady, messy. And I came to that conclusion back then because, like I told y'all, when Mona Simone got kicked out of TSCC chat, we didn't know she went over there immediately and made a post. She came back and was telling us what's going on, and I didn't want to hear it because at the time I used to watch all the Mona stuff. I liked the Mona. You know, she always had good interviews back then that I knew of before they said she started getting too far in the pills. Allegedly, I don't know the lady business, and that was neither here nor there. I didn't want to hear it at the time. That's when I started saying, "Oh, she messy." We wouldn't have never knew that, but anyway, that's when I started saying Messy Sexy. Messy Sexy. Hey, thanks. Pooh Campbell, Lady Nigga, did Cookie go over there to start a problem? Now, who is Cookie? Oh, that's the new person. So that's, y'all talking about that stuff I'm talking about. Cookie had should parents' house. Wow. So when they find out it's a prank call, then what? Don't nobody get, I mean, they don't get, isn't that a charge? Isn't that against the law? What happens then? I've been trying to kind of watch him too a little bit, BP. It's too much to keep up with. They be doing too much stuff for me to keep up with. But when somebody make a false report about somebody, you know, sending a SWAT team over there, and then they get there and it's under false pretenses, then what happens? I wouldn't think that You know, when somebody do something like that, that they actually go out there and look for that. Wait a minute. Based off how she spoke prior to arrival, you think she was hostile, but she was not active. Okay, that's another situation going on. So I guess, Lady Nika, you catching up with some of the goings on too. I'm trying. You know, it's a lot. You know, because think of it this way. We already got a lot of mess going on here with us. Then for me to go over there and try to learn some, understand some new mess, that's quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? We already got to take a rest, you know, a sabbatical from over here, you know, for some of our own mess. They like to call up, it depends on. Oh, really? And so then they got to prove that the caller really thought something was going on over there or something. Wow. That y'all, that's too much. See, we think calling the CPS over here. I hear people getting on there calling people job. I heard somebody this morning. You know, somebody was playing somebody this morning, which I'm not going to mention it. It just ran across there and I listened to a 4-minute video. I don't like. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. And then you got Stanky Baby them and there's some more people over there working with the man, the white man that called us a bunch of niggas and stuff. I would never understand why one of our people, just because they're mad at you, go over there and work with somebody to dox us and do all that stuff to us. I would never do that. I don't care if I don't like you, never watch you. I'm not going to ever go for that. I'm not going to get with somebody else to do nothing to hurt or harm you in that kind of way. Y'all hit that like. Welcome everybody, hit the like. I hope this good. That's another thing about all these pull-ups. Toya, Alta, Abstract, good morning. I hope this ghetto pull-up tour is over. They are too sloppy. Now, somebody was talking about the pull-ups this morning. You're right, Deanna, why talk about it? Just pull up and do something. Yeah, I'll call a little bit of it. Just pull up and do something. Why? And then if I was planning on doing something to somebody, you think I'm going to go offer to put up on y'all? No. Just go over there and handle your business. I'm going to pull up to give a person a chance to have something waiting on you. Good morning, Gigi Johnson. Why you got to keep announcing? I'm going to pull up. That means you don't want to go over there and do nothing for real. Because you know the person going to either call the police, somebody waiting on you, or they're going to have something waiting on your butt talking about pulling up. Who going to pull up at somebody's door? You right, Lady Nika, gangsters move in silence. Don't nobody do that. Pull up and have a dance off, hop and lock. Yes, indeed. Tell me I'm going to pull up, and then, and when you pull up, then what? What do you mean pull up? You just going to pull a car and park in front of somebody's house? Shit. They might act like Bonnie and Clyde and stick a gun out the window. Bang, bang, you shot me dead. Bang, bang. What do you mean pull up? If I was that serious on here with somebody, which I would never get that serious on the YouTube with nobody, even though at some parts of it is real. You know, it's supposed to be entertainment, but, you know, people go too far. If I had something against somebody, and I really internalized this, and this was really my life to go that far, you ain't gonna never know if I'm gonna pull up or not. Nah, I ain't gonna tell you what I'm finna do. Then actually, I might just lie low, park down the street, and wait you come outside and do what I gotta do. Way down yonder the street somewhere with my AK-47. You wouldn't even see, and I'm joking now, but you wouldn't even know if I had a gun or not. I'm not going to get her in like some people did, brandishing their weapon and putting it in their mouth and looking stupid. I'm not going to do that. Exactly, lady. Who's going to do that? Nobody here makes me want to actually pull up, but if they ever did, y'all would never know. Exactly. So I don't think nobody really be wanting to pull up for real. That's crazy. Pull up for what? Because you said something on YouTube, something you don't like. It's just words, you guys. It's just words. Like somebody telling me, they're going to put a suit on me. I would welcome it because I would like to meet you in person. I'll probably walk up to you and shake your hand. How you doing? At the court, let's go out and get a bite to eat. Let's go get a drink or something. See, that's just how serious I would be. And that's not serious at all. Good morning, Stephanie Harding. Cookie with the Zig's house, for real. What did she do though, Stephanie, when she got there? For real, for real? So she had weapons in tow? Did she let them know that she was on her way? See, that's what I'm saying. What happened? Did somebody get hurt? Is somebody laying in the hospital sick? Is somebody in the morgue dead? What happened after the pull-up? And why? I mean, do you have a family? Are you going to chance going to prison, leaving your kids behind? And this ain't no shade to you, Cookie, whoever just put up, but I don't, what, then what? What happened? Got to be very serious. And I don't know y'all, and don't take this as shade. I'm just trying to find out what happened. I'm really curious because I have never heard of nobody doing this, swatting people's house until we met the black sector. Never. Then what? I'll tell y'all here all the time, if something was to go down for real, I don't want my sons, nephews, nieces and stuff to go do nothing for me. I'll let them know I've lived my life. Y'all grown, I raised y'all, y'all got y'all spouses, y'all homes, y'all jobs, whatever, beautiful apartments or whatever the case may be, and let me go lay down. I don't want y'all to lose all them years in y'all young life. I would not have chance them getting hurt or killed of being in prison for a lot of years behind something right here on YouTube. I would never forgive myself. Never. And actually, I was just before I got on here talking to one of my nieces from Las Vegas. I said, oh, let me go. I usually do the show at 7:30, 7:35. See, I'm kind of talking when you get off because they don't even come watch. They know money, but they're not interested in this. I be trying to tell them that people on here really internalize this and do stuff, and they realize for real. They be saying, really? What? And then they going on. They don't care about this. So I'm not going to get them involved in something that they really don't care about. What I'm going to say, oh, I peeked at you today, and that's it. They got lies, y'all. This is my entertainment. This is my life. This is something I took up to do. Yeah, and eventually, yeah, of course, I want to make it's a hobby, but a hobby, I want to make a coin from a paid hobby. I decided not to take a knitting, crocheting, or coloring books or finger painting. I took a YouTube. I don't finger paint. I don't do watercolors. I don't do coloring books. I don't knit or crochet. I do YouTube. Hey, Shay's got something to say. I ain't never been good at coloring anyway. I don't got the patience to be coloring by no numbers. They tried to teach me that in kindergarten. I never had the patience. Tracy, if you're speaking to me, yeah, you're right. If you're talking what I'm talking about, yeah, it's really serious to some people. But why? It really is. But I don't want to get that serious with my family. That's me personally. Well, I guess some don't, but I would have a lot to lose. I would have to lose my young adults, because they're young, nieces, nephews, son, losing 5, 10, 15, 20 years of their life. And if they got children, missing time, 5 years is a lot. Say you go get locked up and your child 4 or 5 years old. They got, see, those young years are very important for them to get to know you. But that's just me. You know, everybody feels a certain way. That's just me. I wouldn't do it. I don't know. There's just saw on Tracy channel. He went outside and spoke to her. What? Stephanie Harding just saw what? You know, sometimes when y'all put comment in here, I'm not knowing the full thing. I would like y'all to call in and tell me or something. He went outside and spoke. Who went outside and spoke to who? I don't know, bless. I just saw it on Tracy. Somebody went outside and spoke. Right? I just wouldn't do it. That's just me. Mac 3. Speaking of coloring by numbers, where's a big girl? I don't know what big girl. That's she color by numbers. I know she do coloring books. If she rather do that than to knit, crochet, that's on her. You know, so everybody pick what they want to do. But I just know I ain't got no patience with coloring nothing. My grandbaby, she colored pretty good enough pictures for me to put on my wall for her. I wonder what. See, y'all saying some stuff. Wonder why she went at 4:30 a.m. all dressed up. See, and to the person that always call me when I get off, you say you watch me every day. Call now. I told you can say you're anonymous. You was trying to tell me about some baby yesterday. Took the COVID shot and died. Yeah, did y'all hear something like that? Some baby had COVID or took a COVID shot and died. Life is good, 73. Good morning, Miss Bless. Good morning, life is good, 73. Did anybody hear something like that? Because they are trying to get shots for children. Because they say children, as you know, getting the COVID worse than us. Now, any, meeny, miny, mo. 9-8. Hello? Hello? Let me see if this turned up. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. This is me, and I am talk about me.
Listen, I ain't talking about you. I said to the person that calls me when I'm off of my line, call me now. You don't nobody got to know who you are. You can be anonymous. That's what I said. That's not talking about you. I just know you usually wait till I get off. And when I get off, life starts. I start making my breath, start moving around. I don't still be sitting. I have to start moving around. But you're welcome to talk. And so I'm glad you called, because I did tell you yesterday when you called me, please, that I said I was watching. I was trying to watch the cleanup or something at the time, whatever. And I said, please call me. I was watching something, and I was telling you I wanted to watch it. I was watching Preserve. Somebody was watching. I told you that, call, when I'm live. So what's up?
Clean up. Okay. But listen, what you found out about that baby?
I don't know. I'm asking you now. I just said to the person that said a baby had COVID or something, let me know. I don't know what it looked at. I don't know what it looked for the story. Did you say some baby died from a COVID shot?
Yes, ma'am. That baby was 2 months old, and the mama and the doctor need to go to jail.
Okay, so where is this at? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Give me 1 minute. Let me just. In Michigan. Okay, let's see. Okay, wait a minute. Fact check. Now, the 2-year-old died after getting COVID-19 vaccine. Is this it? Let me see if this is it. Because you saying 2 months. A 2-year-old girl in Virginia died after receiving the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine during clinical trials. That's what you talk in Virginia. It says as pharmaceutical companies test vaccine effectiveness in adolescents and children, a post has surfaced on social media claiming a 2-year-old girl in Virginia died after receiving the Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine. Oh, wow. Can you hear me? Dan, somebody, let me see something here. Is this it? Let me see. Oh, thank you for sending me that story, like Nika. Okay, wait a minute. What's this right here? I need to get this out the way. Oh, okay. Continue to read the story. So it is a 2-month-old baby. This other person I just read was 2 years old. A 2-month-old baby has died from COVID-19 in Michigan. Officials announced during a coronavirus briefing this week. So I was just reading a total different story too that said 2 years old. These babies dying left and right.
Yes, ma'am.
During the briefing, Dr. Jonay Caldon, Chief Medical Executive and Chief Deputy Director for Health in Michigan Department of Health. Wait a minute. Stuff keep popping in my way. Said that there are over 85,500 people in Michigan who are at least alive at least 30 days after onset of their symptoms. Wow. After that, but I want to be very clear, death is the only outcome. The children are not spared from this disease either. She continued. I was so sad to hear this week of a 2-month-old baby in Michigan who died because of COVID-19. My condolences go out to their parents and family. Wow. I hadn't heard about that, and I know you was trying to explain it to me yesterday, and I couldn't find it.
Yes, ma'am. I looked up as soon as I got off the phone with you, and I found it. So I knew if I
Because I remember last week, I think it was last week, I was saying that they were saying that a lot of children is catching the COVID and they don't have a vaccine for children. And I don't know if they meant that the vaccine was too strong that they got out for us or what. I know they had to tweak something for the children. Oh, wow. And at least 16 children across the U.S. have died from the rare condition, according to the Centers for Disease. COVID-19 is not something to be taken like, wow, 2 months old. Now, somebody said it's for the COVID. Living my best life, OG says for the COVID, not the vaccine. Okay.
No, they gave that over the COVID shot, and the doctor and his mama need to both be in jail.
Call it ignorant, there risk of every vaccine for medical medicine. Yeah, so, wow, weigh the pros and cons. Oh Lord. Even if they, tweak some vaccine for the children or whatever, I think I would be afraid. I would be afraid for my grandbabies and all of them to take them shots. Are they going to start forcing this on the kids in order to go to school?
I don't know.
Lady Nika got the article, y'all. If y'all want to click on that link when y'all get a chance of this 2-month-old baby, because I was just reading this, a 2-year-old died after getting COVID-19 vaccine. That's also in Virginia. Wow. Child COVID deaths have devastated families as U.S. reaches 500,000 death mark. Each child's death represents a shattered family. Wow, y'all, I don't know what to say. Because you know how the nursing profession, anybody in the medical profession had to take the shots? I'm wondering, are they going to make that mandatory for children to go to school? Capricorn, the call is advocating for the elimination. I don't think she's advocating for the elimination. You're not really saying they need to eliminate the vaccine, are you? Hello, you still here?
Oh, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm still here. No, I'm not saying that. It's just that doctor and that mother both need to be jailed because they didn't have an approved shot for babies. So why would they give that baby that shot?
Trey Justin, the baby did not get the vaccine. Some people saying the baby didn't get the vaccine. Some people say you're wrong on that one. They don't give babies vaccines yet. So they saying they didn't give the baby the vaccine. The article says COVID, not the vaccine. So, but even if that was the case, even adults taking a chance on taking the shot, so then basically you would have to say all the ones that get other ones sick and died, even the adults, the teenagers, whatever, they all got to sue. That's a chance we take on the shot. So you're saying, the baby died, they should sue who? The doctor, the hospital? You said the parents, be mad at the parents because they shouldn't. The parents probably don't want their kids, to catch it, and they desperate too. They probably took the shots themselves and they want their kids so-called, quote, protected.
Out of desperation.
Well, yeah, everybody that's taking a shot don't want to catch it. And that's a chance that we take. Well, I haven't taken it yet, but I'm just saying.
No, I haven't.
Just Blaze said, my kids are grown, but I'd be scared to make that decision for small kids. I would too. That's what I'm saying. I hope they don't start making it mandatory for children because, they're trying to get the schools open back up. Matter of fact, no, my baby gonna be out of school all of August. And I hope they don't start making that mandatory for children. Good morning, Aaron, Washington. Wow. Well, I appreciate you calling in because I sure looked for that. And I just ran across your phone ringing. Your phone ringing. Yes, indeed. That's terrible. Lady Nika just put another story in here. 13-year-old dies after vaccine. Wow, I would be scared to give my kid this shot. I haven't read that one yet, Lady Nika. Let's see, dies after vaccine. Let's see something. Report 13-year-old dies in sleep after getting COVID-19 vaccine, CDC investigating. Wow. Tampa, Florida. Y'all, would y'all let y'all kids take this shot? Anybody here with children? How would y'all handle that? How would y'all answer that?
Now, you was talking about Keita Fox earlier.
Huh?
Got that grandbaby, her daddy got it. And
Hold on a minute. Oh, okay. So yeah, wow.
I think Peter Charles' grandson, her son-in-law, he got the COVID. They didn't give that baby the COVID shot.
What? Whose grandchild? Tita talks.
Peter Charles. Her son-in-law got it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't watch. She said that on one of her lives because I watch her, but I don't catch all her lives. Huh?
You know, yesterday, and she was talking to her mama.
Wow, I don't know. That's a hard decision to make. And if it come about for my 9-year-old grandchild, they say have to take it. I don't know. Now, that would be for my son and his wife to make that decision. But I sure would put my input in and tell them, y'all, I'm scared for her to take that shot. But that would be their call, especially since they really don't have a shot for nobody that young. You know what I'm saying? That would be her. Huh? Wow. I'm gonna have to read some up on this, but I did do some commentary on that. I think it's been a week ago, how they trying to find a shot for the children. I did do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, well, I thank you for calling in, baby girl. I told you that you can call in. Ain't nobody got to know, you know, every time you come and say, why don't you call while I'm live? Because you be having a voice. You be wanting, you know, voice something. I'm glad you did. See, it's easy now. It's easy. See how easy it is? You know, anybody can always call in. And if you got a story you want me to talk about, hit me up over there. I keep telling y'all that, you know, I'll talk about it. If you want to talk about it with me, you know, you can call in. I'm not dropping the link. But if I don't drop the link, you can call in. Because I had no intention of dropping the link again today. When I come back on later on, I'm gonna try my other gadget. I might have to go get me another gadget, but I'm hoping it was just this internet that was tripping. Because this right here kind of froze a little bit, but you know, y'all can see through that frozenness. Is that a word, frozenness? Anyway, y'all can see through the froze situation. Still be seeing me, and I've seen that. That's weird. But thank you for calling.
Hi. You're not frozen up.
No, I'm talking about earlier. Capricorn said a small number of people losing their life is tragic, but people need to stop being ignorant. It's not realistic to ever expect all vaccine and medicine to be 100%. Well, that's with no medicine. With all medicine, that's true. And every medicine got a side effect. Even my melatonin, I just found out, has a side effect. They say slow on that melatonin. Don't take that melatonin. And that's something natural we have in our body. And that's something natural, you know, and you know, something we can take that don't affect us. You know, we're not supposed to.
Melatonin is if you take it too often, your body will stop making it. And when your body stops making it, you won't be able to sleep.
Oh, see, well, see, that's what I'm saying. There's something negative about any and everything that we take. And then when did the Johnson start getting them shots again? Yeah, they are. And then they say, yeah, and whether you got the shot or not, you still got to wear your mask. Because poor Manny done caught it again. Is Manny here? Because I don't know. I remember he had the COVID. Somebody said some rude stuff to him, but he got well. Did Manny, if you here, did you take the shot and you got well? Then you called again even after the shot? I told her that face, yeah. Let me go up to see if anybody telling me something. I like your Gilda, Miss Bless. It's really flattering. You like my Gilda? What are you calling a Gilda? Seriously, what are you calling a Gilda? Face, put that in my chat. I'm masking up and sanitizing down. Capricorn, I don't think people are being ignorant. We are discussing our fears. Yeah. What is a Gilda? With that said, okay. But I'm glad you called in. You know, I've been on here my whole hour. And let me reiterate, I don't know if the GX man's a pastor or what, but he's over there on Teresa's quoting all the Bible scripture I mentioned, naming the man. Jay Wilson before that, I felt like came on here and justified his lifestyle. I don't feel like he's all the way comfortable with it. Let's see. Let me check this out. I don't know what that is. Whoever was low down and dirty, snakish ass in the grass, calling the CPS on that lady because of the way she took her grandbaby, I think that was wrong. I just think it was wrong. You know, but Then the other little fights I'm not getting into. What else did we discuss here? Spilly Boy clean up. We had to discuss messy, sexy, not sexy, whatever she called herself. Messy, sexy is messy, hella messy. She's back to be messy again. Yes, I did say messy, sexy. I was sincere when I said, I hope you get well. I was, okay? But you back here doing the most now, okay? So I'm glad Spilly Boy gave some of that history for people that don't know and didn't know. And I gave some of mine too. How she made that lie on all of us taking pictures of our vaginas. Now, let's get this. Let the music play. We won't get away. Just keep it to them. We're going to be back someday. We're going to get the music. Come on up out here. The hour went kind of fast, y'all. I am going to come back on later on for real, though. Oh, you call my hair? Miss Gerald said your hair. And she laughed. So that's what a gilda is? I ain't never known it was called a gilda. I promise you, y'all. And that old wig I used to wear, but I never wore too much. I told y'all I don't like the way the curls lay. I wore it 3 times. You know, sometimes I like to go in there and play with all them tons of wigs I got in there. So many of them I have not worn. I don't know why I kept buying them. I got synthetic ones. I got real ones. I got all kind of wigs. But I'm gonna be wearing. I'm gonna get my hair cut. Start wearing my hair again because it's been hot as hell around here. But anyway, y'all, with that said, we're gonna dance our way up out of here. Y'all drop them diamonds. At the end of the day, it hasn't been approved by the FDA yet, so the people pushing it on the others need to stand the fuck down. My son got his. Wait. How old is your son? My son. Wait a minute. She said my son got his first shot. These kids are carrying it before school was out. So many classes was quarantined and they wore masks. And what age group the kids keep on masks? How old was your son that got the shot? Oh, wow, that would be hard. Okay. Thank everybody for coming in. Please get the diamonds. I just had to ask that question real fast when she said something about a sign. Let's go. Let's get on out of here. Don't be afraid to hit that cash app on your way out. Everybody say, let's up here begging. So let's beg, y'all. Hey, let me join with everybody else. The begging sensation. Okay? Let's get it popping. I can't turn this gadget off. Did I hear it? Did I hear something, y'all? Yeah. I'm going to try to see it before I go off, but I can't get my little gadget to work. But I'll come back on later on and say it. Okay, thanks, y'all. Y'all trying to, I can't check it on here. I'm trying to check it on this one right here. And I want to do it before I go off. I'm trying to. Okay, because I got one of these gadgets on this phone right here, but I'll check it before I go. Well, anyway, with that said, I'm going to say toodaloo. I'll come back on and thank whoever sent that cash up because it's on the gadget that I'm on. And on that gadget, I said I came on the wrong gadget, so I can't see it right now. So y'all drop them diamonds, and I'm going to catch y'all later. Toodaloo! Toodaloo!